In this box are 10 new pieces of coral that are going to level up my reef tank. Let's get this coral haul started. The box is compact, but this thing has to weigh like at least 10 pounds. Oh yeah. I have never gotten a coral order in one of these boxes before. It's like an astronaut. And we got some other goodies in here. Some glasses and a little fishy. And some dope little holographic stickers. Surprise, this package is from TRSC Aquatics. I'm gonna just cut this. That might not be the right way, but I've never gotten one of these before, so I don't really know what else to do with it. Other than just see what's inside. Hey! Let's go. Let's freaking go. Oh, I'm excited. Okay. All these guys look like they are double, triple bagged, secure, no water anywhere, solid packaging. Now, majority of these are going to go into the Nano Reef, but a couple of them are going to go into the main display tank. I'm kind of a little low on space here, but I did get some more hammers, and I'm thinking to scoot over these Monties and then have like a hammer garden started in that back corner there. I think the best thing for me is going to be to open some of these and then get them split how they're supposed to be for each tank. Yeah, these are also still dry and they're sealed nice. Red Rhodactis mushroom, that is going into the Red Sea because I needed to separate those green mushrooms that we got. We got a purple Yerpal hammer. I'm not sure what these black things are. They just seem like some sort of a like charcoal or something. The Acan is going into the Nano Reef. I actually just messaged them and asked them what all these, what the black specks are, because they're in every single bag. So it might be some sort of like, I don't know, carbon or something to keep the pieces healthier in transit. We'll find out shortly. This is a teal Gani. Look at how fluffy that head looks. That is going into the Nano Reef. We're gonna get our little garden back. This is a pink litho. You can't tell the coloring on it right now, but it's like a super bright pink. That is going in the Red Sea. This is a green machine. Another Oleviapora or Gani. Can't tell when it's all closed like that, but that's also going in the Nano Reef. These two hammers, I think this is the all green one, which is going to go into the Nano Reef as well. And then this one is like a really dope multicolored one. Oh, it's got some skeleton. Hopefully it's all right. This one is going to go into the Red Sea. Pink cotton candy Gani. It's closed up right now. That's going to go into the Nano. And a green mushroom. Nice. We got an actual equal split. 5 going into the Red Sea, 5 going into the Nano Reef. Before we go any farther, I do want to let you guys know that this video is sponsored by TRSC Aquatics, so big shout out to them for making this episode possible. If you guys have been to Skelly Fest in the past, or really any large coral expo, you have probably seen the TRSC Aquatics booth. It is one of the brightest booths that you could see there. This is actually my first time getting online corals from them, but they are always running discounts on their websites. They send out weekly newsletters. As you can see, the packaging was top notch. This order was placed at the beginning of this week, and it's not even the end of the week yet, so really quick shipping turnaround as well. I was super surprised by the prices of the corals on the website. There were a ton of cheap options that were really healthy looking frags. Another really cool thing that they offer that I have not seen, or I'm not aware of anybody else doing it, is they have FaceTime shopping available. You can go on their website and schedule a FaceTime call so you can do live shopping. You could, if you already have a cart going, they can show you those exact pieces in the tank so you could make sure that you want it before you get it. They can show you other stuff that's not on the website yet. It's just a really cool feature that I think a lot of people that are shopping online could use to their advantage and feel more confident when they're shopping. If you are in the market for some new corals, click the link in the description below to shop at TRSC Aquatics and use code DREAMSTATE for 10% off your order. Plus, a little bonus that TRSC Aquatics told me is that for this month only, October 2025, one lucky person who uses the code DREAMSTATE is going to have a jawbreaker mushroom in their package. This mushroom right here, valued at $299. So don't forget to use the code for your chance to be that lucky winner. Let's get these corals in the tank. I'm just gonna try my best to move this over now. The goal is to get the red Monty dropped into this corner back here, so that way I could scoot over the grafted Monty to where the red Monty is, which would open up this corner for the hammers. There's just so much of it, like I don't... Look at how big this piece is. Well, I could probably cut off all of this white. Just break that. Okay. Something like that. Definitely not as pretty as when it's over here. But again, the goal would be for this one to get really pretty there. This is definitely one of those look uglier now to look better in the future kind of things, I think, I hope. Look at all that room back there that I have now for hammers. I'm gonna move this one over there too, because I don't think it's very happy there. I think it's getting a little bit too much flow. All right, well, without further ado, let's get all these guys into a bucket here. Check this out. They even put rubber bands on the back of the plug so that way they don't fall out of the little containers and stay protected. This one's already opening up. It literally just came out of the packaging. Let's get them dipped. Timer is on for 3 minutes, and now we clean. I always dip my corals. It's nothing personal against any person or vendor. It's just better to be safe than sorry. I don't dip for a long time. I just dip for 3 minutes. So yeah, I'm sure some stuff could still stay on there. But so far that has worked out for me. So that's what I continue to do. I know where I'm putting the hammers, so I'm just gonna tackle those first. Beautiful. That should be enough. Optimum location for me is right back here. This rock always wants to tilt. Okay, now we gotta cut the other one as well. Put it right next to it. This is the only one that looks a little ticked off. Everybody else looks really happy. Hopefully once it gets in the tank, it's calms down and feels better. Let's go right on that back piece there. Yeah. I know that this acro is currently blocking it, but I might get rid of this soon. Not like get rid of it, but move it somewhere else, because this green guy is growing over the whole stem, so I need to chop it off like I did for this. If you look at the base, you can see how it's like getting swallowed by the green one. All right, now I need to move this guy right over here. Hi, sorry, buddy. Close up, close up, close up. This is probably gonna pop off of the rock. Yep, it's fine. It's fine, no big deal. It was a lot to handle with the camera and the glue and the water, and I just went ahead and put everything in the tank already. So we have our 3 hammers here. These are our 2 new ones. This is the one that we already had. I wanted to give them a little bit of space, also give it space from this Monty so that it could grow out. I know when they're kind of closed up, it's not given the most, excitement, but just trust in the vision of kind of what this corner is turning into over here. If nothing else, it's definitely gonna be a cooler top-down view with those hammers opened up. Where I removed that hammer, since I had that spot there, I said, oh, look, it's perfect for that pink, I think it's letho or something, to put it there and see if it can battle some of this war coral and spread like kind of some of these have, and just to kind of keep it in control. If it does, it will look cool with the green right above it, green over here, kind of some pinky pinks to separate it. And then down here, look at our little mushroom garden slowly but surely growing. So these were the 2 that we got last time. I split them up, right? Put them far, and then here we got the red rhodactis. Obviously it's still closed, so we can't see it, but that one's there. And then I put a bright green mushroom on top of it as well. Side note from the coral haul, but I had those pink chiquitozoas that kept like flipping over and stuff here. I had them on the frag rack for a while. I went ahead and glued them right on that little area right there. So all that's left to do with this tank is just let everything settle in. Now let's go put them in the other tank. I'm just gonna do all the dipping over here to make my life easier, and then we'll go place them after. I did confirm with TRSC Aquatics that this is little pieces of carbon inside of all of the bags. It helps to keep the water clear, the pH stable, and it also helps to keep any waste ammonia from becoming toxic in transport. That is something new that I have never received in any of my previous coral shipments that I can remember. Now with this tank, we're also putting 5 pieces in here, but because the tank is so much smaller, I think it's going to make a big difference because where we're putting those pieces are going to fill up a lot of empty space. So I'm going to drop the green hammer in this corner right here. Then, of course, we're going to try take 2 of the Goni Olivia Pora Garden over here. These are all aquacultured, so hopefully that helps keep them alive longer and they'll hopefully do good. And then I think I have 1 acan in there as well. I just got to turn this guy around. He's always really happy on the floor here, so I'm going to put the other acan here as well. I just need to like glue it to the under part of the rock so it doesn't keep flipping over like that. Here we go. Like here, so it gets some light. Maybe we just go right on the end there. I could also rotate this rock if it's not getting enough light. Maybe we try that. Ooh, I glued these acans too. I put this one on like a little tilt. That looks kind of sick. I hope it stays and is happy there. I would say that's definitely the red one, probably. For these 2, dang, this is kind of hard when they're all closed up. I guess I'll put this one on the farther side and then this one in between. I actually changed my mind and put the one that had purple on this side because I had this green here. Then we have this one that's still hanging on by a thread that was already in the tank. It's like a pinky purple. Then we have this one, which is going to be the bright green one. And then next to it should be a reddish one. And I think it's called Cotton Candy. And then down here we have another super bright green one. We got some good coverage frags all over there once those open up and fill the space. Don't mind those 2 dead blastos down there. I'm trying to see if they come back to life or not. That is all of the corals in the tank. Now all that's left to do is give them some time to settle in and see how everybody opens up. It's already kind of late in today's light cycle, so I'll probably check in on them tomorrow. The corals have settled in. Let's freaking go. Tank is looking sweet. Super, super filled. I love just seeing coral in every single crevice that this tank has. Just everywhere, coral. And those hammers over there are the perfect addition to that spot. The little mushroom garden that we started over here is pretty sick because that rock has always just been an empty rock. So now there's actually some action going on over there, even if it is mostly green, it's still something other than just rock work. This guy right here is the red rhodactis mushroom. Nice and colorful. Hopefully it starts to, I'm pretty sure that's a rhodactis over there too. Just, I think by the little bumpies, that's how I kind of tell. I don't know, could be wrong, but hopefully it starts to duplicate soon and all of them start to duplicate and get a bunch of mushrooms all over this rock. Then back there we got that green mushroom. Honestly, I just got it because it was like, I think it was $8 and it's a nice bright color. Brings some, I don't have that one, so it just brings more to the tank. This guy might not like where I glued him. He kind of looks like he's slipping down. I have to keep an eye on him, see if he wants to move. And then over here we got that pink klepto. It was looking a little white yesterday when I first put it in the tank, but it's already coloring up. So I think it was just ticked off from shipping, and I don't think it's like too far gone. I think it will be fine. It already has a lot of its pink coloring back. It kind of has like a yellowy orange rim to it. It's really cool. I haven't seen that color like pattern before. My goal is to hopefully add some more color to all this freaking red and green here. Like that's just like a big chunkaroonie of red and green. So we'll have this green over here, this orange, this pink. I don't know what's gonna happen with this chalice over here. Hopefully it fights it because it has really cool coloring as well. Super dope piece. I just don't know what's going to happen when they start battling, which looks like it might be soon. And then we got our hammers over here. I think putting them here was a really good idea. This is the one that we already had in the tank. It's already gotten so much fluffier. I think it was under too much flow before, and now it's kind of just chilling in the back, and it seems to be much happier there. The one in the middle here was the one that I was a little bit worried about with shipping. Already filled up and fluffed up, so it was just ticked off. I think it will recover perfectly fine. It already pretty much has. And then this one over here was the purple Yerple hammer. You can see it's kind of like green and it has a couple like purple tips as well. Fluffed right up. I can't wait to see how those fill out that space right there. We're just gonna keep tweaking things, keep adding things, and keep making the tank a little bit better every single day. Well, I don't know about every day, but every time we add stuff. And in this tank, we are starting to fill up. It only took 2 years, but we're finally getting there. All of the corals we put in this tank are settling in as well. There's only one that's a little bit slow to open. That is this pink cotton candy gani right here. The colors on it are super sick. It just hasn't fully extended out yet, like its little friend next to it. Like, look how nice that gani expanded. I am seeing it consistently coming out a bit more. It just hasn't fully expanded, I guess. But really nice coloring, so hopefully it does open up and we can kind of see it blow in the wind like the ones behind it. Speaking of the ones behind it, look at how solid these two frags are. Huge pieces. I flipped these by accident when I glued them. I meant to put this one here and that one there, but it kind of works out because this is a gani, that's a gani, that's a gani, so at least the Olivipora is kind of by itself over there. Anyway, look at this beauty. Super extended. Seems to be really happy there. I'll show it to you in the flow in a second. And the Olivipora hanging off the corner here also seems happy. I love seeing the fish swim through it. It just gives them more of like a playground, I guess. And then we got the teal hammer over here. I don't think it's fully happy yet. This might be giving it a little bit too much floor. Hey, you better not jump out. You better get on back down there, Glitch. I think this pump might be hitting it with a little too much flow. So it's kind of like not fully fluffing up yet. And it's a little bit like sucked in. This one was also a little hesitant to open at first too, and then it kind of adapted. So I'm gonna give it a little time and see if it just gets used to the flow, and then it will be good there. But it's a nice bright green, which gives us a little color to that area as well. And then down here, next to whatever this is, you have the pretty little acans, just green and orange. Nice, simple, couple heads on there, on a little angle. Nice little spot for them. This snail just always seems to be cleaning what it doesn't need to be cleaning. Like, clean the rock work, bud. Nice little gentle flow into the wind. Beautiful. And see, this is what I'm talking about with this guy. I think it might be a little too heavy, but I'm gonna just keep an eye on it for a couple more days and see if he kind of adjusts to the flow. Pretty legit coral haul, if I do say so myself. Big thank you once again to TRSC Aquatics for sponsoring today's episode. Don't forget to click the link in the description and use code DREAMSTATE at checkout for 10% off your order if you're going to be shopping there. And remember, one lucky order placed this month in October that uses the code DREAMSTATE is going to have a beautiful jawbreaker mushroom in the box. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Later.